YouTube. This your boy Fred the Corp. Subscribe to your boy. Keep leaving me in the comments. Keep showing your love. Today's video is about beyond Trayvon Martin. I want to bring a few things to light and enlighten people on a few subjects and some relations regarding the death and shooting of Trayvon Martin, 17-year-old. First of all, me personally, I am 26 years old. I am an American. I am African American and I am Dominican. I'm mixed, so I'm Spanish and black. The girl I currently date at the moment, she's white. My roommate at the moment is white. So therefore, I have no connections against any racism or anything. I am far beyond that. I am part of the new generation of young Americans who think in freedom of mind, freedom of speech, and freedom of act. But I want to let people know a few things about when someone says stuff like, what does it feel like to walk in the shoes of an African American? I can tell you, me personally, I'm a big guy, I have dreadlocks, which you can see right here. I have beautiful locks that I've had for like 7 years. But, you know, I live in this country and, you know, I go places. First of all, I work. I've been working in America since I was 14 years old. I pay taxes. I vote. Just like any normal kid. I play Xbox. I do everything. But the only difference between me and a lot of my fellow Americans is that when I go outside, by the way, I stay in Tampa, Florida. So I actually stay in the state where the stand your ground law is visible and still in effect. The difference is me personally, I live like any normal 26-year-old American. But the only difference is I live under the fact that I'm black, which it should be irrelevant now that it's 2012, but still to this day, there's still things that I do and things that dictate how I act or what I do because I am black. Like for instance, when I get to work, there's a few incidents where I get out of my car and I'm at my job establishment and a particular person is walking from their car and they lock their doors because they see me coming. I'm not there to rob you. I'm there to make an honest living. Or there was a time a lady, I was walking behind her and she kept looking back like I was gonna like grab her or something, or I was gonna like mug her because she saw some black guy. It's totally not like that. I've never been arrested. I would never hurt anybody. I'm not that kind of person. But it's still, those are things that I have to live with. Or like if I get pulled over by the cops, I'm always scared. I don't know what's going to happen because I'm a black guy with dreadlocks. Yeah, they look up my record and my record is clean. That's the only thing that probably saves me in a lot of situations because I have no record, so they look at me as zero threat. But still, you never know. And I shouldn't have to think like that because I live in America. I am an American citizen because I was born here in America and I love this country. I support America. And I just wish that we didn't have to live under those stereotypes and stuff like that. Being African American in America, we should just be classified as just American citizens who wants to just live and be obligated to support our country and our flag. That's how I look at it. It's very sad that we live like that in America. I wish that everyone was integrated and everyone would take time out to understand other races and get to know people on their level and their relations in the community. That's why this Trayvon Martin case is so, and everybody's wondering, why is it so big? Why are they making such a big deal? It's because when you live in America, you want freedom and you want to feel like you have equality and you want to feel like if something happens, justice is on your side. Everyone wants to feel like that. And I try to explain to my friends on Facebook that just because you live in the state of Florida and you're not black, law, it doesn't pick any color or any race. Anyone can be affected by this law. Currently, as I speak, there's a stand your ground law case in Tampa, Florida right now between two white males, and one white male shot another white male and killed him. He's claiming self-defense, and the other one's claiming that the dead guy did road rage. So it doesn't matter whether it's black, white, or Spanish. The stand your ground law, it doesn't choose any race. Anyone can be affected. So don't think ignorantly and think that, oh, it could just be affected by black people, because that's totally not the case. White people can be affected as well. And it sucks that we have such laws that's in place that someone could easily commit murder and just say on their behalf that this is what happened, it was self-defense, and blah, 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 with no proof, because it's hard to convict someone of murder without proof. We all learned that. Anybody who watched the first 48, it's very hard. So I just wish that a lot of people will understand where black people are coming from, and just think of people as a whole. Wouldn't you want to feel like you have the same rights as someone who lives 2 houses down? I mean, be honest. You want to have you want everybody to be treated equally, right? And that's what this is all about. This is nothing against white people or anything like that, because I'm not racist at all. But at the same time, I would like for there to be a voice. And yes, there's been a lot of turmoil in America. America's like a boiling pot, and for decades and decades, just things here happen, this happened, this happened. Finally, the melting pot exploded with the Trayvon Martin, and everyone in their power is using this situation to pull and let people understand their pain, and not only their pain, but to get their voice heard on the mainstream, like to let everyone know that, hey, this is what's going on in our community. Please, we want you to do something about it. These are our young Americans that's being gunned down. And when you wake up and you drink your coffee and you read your newspaper, you don't see that happening. You don't know that those things are happening in the community or 2 minutes away from you. Those things are happening. So I wish people will open up their eyes and understand that we live in America, and America is the land of the free. And there should be no one should feel like they have to act a certain way because of their skin color or because of what they wear or anything like that. You should be able to be free to wear whatever you want to wear. I mean, as long as you're not disrespecting the president or anything like that, because me personally, I respect every president we have in office, because that's what you do. He's our leader. Never disrespect our president. But you should always respect people and everything they got going on. So you should be able to dress and wear and look the way how you want to look. I chose to grow dreadlocks because I wanted to do something different, and I felt like this was a good look for me. I'm not a robber. I'm not a thief. I'm not a murderer. I'm not a rapist. I'm just a 26-year-old kid who plays Xbox, Call of Duty, who goes to work, who pays taxes, who eats at the grocery store you eat at, who eats at the restaurant you eat at, who drives on the same street. I'm no different from anybody. I would never commit a crime, and no, I would never want a crime committed against me. That's how I speak. I'm a young African American male who lives in America, who's been stereotyped, who's been discriminated against. I've had all this happen to me, and I mean, I hate to bring a kid into this world and have them live like that. I want to bring a kid into a world where he can just do whatever he wants to do in America and just be free. That's what I like, because this is the land of the free. This is very emotional for me and a lot of others, because we just want to feel like we're just American and we can be treated equally. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on in America. I mean, we got veterans, people who serve in our own forces who come home from fighting a war and they don't even have nowhere to stay. I mean, we have a lot to fix in America, along with our debt. and you know, and our surging gas prices. Just America whole, I just wish this country would just change for the better and be all about the people. I wish we would just worry about America relations and focus on us for a change and make our economy and our people strong as it can be, and give our people the knowledge to further and be better generations and have grandkids and have those grandkids keep the American brand strong and the American dollar top. That's what I hope, you know what I'm saying, when I live in America. I'm sorry what happened to Trayvon Martin, that everyone's using this as a catalyst, but it is what it is, and that's reality. Rest in peace to Trayvon Martin. This your boy Fred the Corp. Subscribe to your boy, man. Peace.